Knew they was gonna do this hating and stuff, man. All right, he started talking that real shit. That's what happened. So I don't know what's going on. That's what they do though. When I start talking that real shit, that's what they do. But like I said before, he goes to talk about Kelly Swanson. All right. So Kelly Swanson once again, she runs Magna Media. Okay. Um, he says that Kelly Swanson said that she said that nobody cares about black stories, but yet again, yet again, all of the fighters she promote for the most part on the card are black. Okay, all of them are black. I don't know what happened. They be hating, dude. You know what I'm saying? But all and I reset my rotor and everything. But Reginald Singleton, salute in the super chat. Salute to the real salute. So he says that Kelly Swanson. All right, hold on. Yeah, he says that. Hold on, I don't know what's going on. All right, he says that Kelly Swanson told him nobody care about black stories. He told Blue Blood Sports TV he can't shoot videos in his car, and they treat in Magna Media put all the new media personnel in like the worst seats. Okay, they don't give them access. They don't give them one on ones or whatever the situation is. Okay, this is what he's saying. They get treated differently. All right, it's kind of as if I gotta reset real quick. Hold on. Just my phone. It's kind of as if how can I explain it? It's kind of as if they discriminated against you because of your skin color. I'm not saying that kind of is the problem. Like Ellie Sackback, I'm just using him as an example. You know, he can travel wherever he wants to travel in the arena. He can go to like maybe the locker room. He can go to everywhere he want to go. He get front row to the fight. So a guy like let's just say me for example, okay, a guy like me, they would if they let me in, they would sit me all the way in the top. They would give me a messed up seat. I'll be sitting next to Who Else TV and all the other black media. We'll be sitting up in the gondola, the stadium. We got the worst seats in the house. Meanwhile, people that kiss ass like Fight Hub, and this is what he's saying, but I know this for a fact. People like Fight Hub and people like Pheno Boxing and the ring digital and Yelling Ye, all them get the good seats. You know what I'm saying? All of them get the good seats, and they discriminate. And you would think Fred being cool with Sam Watson, he would have some type of pull over that. You know what I'm saying? You would think he'd have some type of pull over. Will Fred get an extra pass? And a lot of times they get extra credentials too. You know what I'm saying? They get extra credentials where they can bring a friend or they could bring a cameraman or whatever. Like when they say Whoop de Whoop TV or YouTube channel, oh, you only get one pass. Oh, it's limitations on it. Oh, you can't get one on ones. Now, how one on ones happen? You go to camp. I don't know for a fact, but how I usually go to the events I went to. You ask the people that's handling the media, and you would go to the guy like, hey, can I get a one on one with what's the name? Or can I get a one on one with Whoop de Whoop? And it goes through the media person, and either they say no, or let me go talk to him. Let me try to holler. Let me see if he want to do a one on one with you. And they don't get an opportunity to like dudes off YouTube. All right, that's what he's saying. They being discriminated against, and if they being discriminated against, they can just file a discrimination lawsuit against Magna Media. You know what I'm saying? He said, "Oh, why does Al Haymon have?" It's a reason why. Like I said, Al Haymon does not control everything. You know what I'm saying? Al Haymon does not control everything. It's not that Sam playing Sam playing Fred. It's only so far they can go. Think about it, bro. Al Haymon got boxing on Fox. You know what they say about Fox. Okay? At the end of the day, it's only he don't control everything, bro. Like he trying to make it seem like Al control everything. Dude, he got to answer to somebody that's above him that's non-black. You know, shout out to Miss Black D. Yeah, he said the same thing. Shout out to Tom. But they got to answer to somebody he got a boss. His network is the boss. If Al Haymon truly wanted to and say, "Oh, I want to give, let's just say DeAndre Johnson, I want to let him handle the media obligations and we're going to give this young black brother company a chance." If he could do it, he would do it, bro. If he could, he would. But once again, go back down to what Tim Smith said. Tim Smith said nobody cares about what little YouTube channels think. He said that. He said nobody cares about what the little YouTube channels think. So right then and there, from the PBC executives, they don't care. You know what I'm saying? They do not care. He already said nobody care about little YouTube channels. So his main problem is because his credentials got took. It wasn't a problem when so-and-so applied for a credential, they wouldn't let him in. It wasn't a problem when so-and-so Sports TV applied for a credential, they denied him. It wasn't a problem when T Street applied for a credential, he got denied. All of a sudden now he want to bring up everybody testimony. Well, this he applied for a credential. We all black media has applied for a credential and got declined by Magna Media. And where was this same energy when you was getting access? Where's this same testimony when they wouldn't let you go to the locker room? Where's the same testimony when you had your credentials, but you didn't have the same credential as Marco Rivera? Where's this outcry when they empowered Marco Rivera to call the scorecards? And Al Haymon supposed to be black. Why didn't they get Ego to do it? Why didn't they ask you to do it? So don't give me that because we need to bond together and stand up against PBC because you got a problem. Oh, you went out there and you did it for free. You went to troll Eddie Hearn for free. You went to war panhandling and talking crap about Bob Arum and Top Rank. But yet again, you admitted yourself. Oh, if I call Bob Arum, he gonna talk to me on the hot. Oh, I can tell Eddie Hearn I'm coming, and I can kick the crap with Eddie Hearn and talk junk about Eddie Hearn, and Eddie Hearn to talk to me. But Al Haymon will never talk to me. Dr. Blick, salute. You know what I'm saying? So you admitted all of this. So you telling me that Bob Arum, he'd take time out his day? He said, what'd he say? I'll call you back in 3 hours, Fred. He'll take time out his day and talk to you, but Al Haymon won't? And Sam Watson, your man? Come on, bro. Now, the very same people you destroyed, Eddie and Bob, now you want to form an allegiance. Now you want to give a pro Eddie Hearn, a pro Bob Arum testimony. Now I listened to the whole video. Now you want to give a pro Eddie, like I said before. You ain't never seen me team up with nobody I don't like to take down somebody else. I ain't cut like that, bro. I ain't cut like that. I ain't never. But then again, I got killed for saying what all the other media members said. The Top Rank show them better hospitality when they go to their fights. When I say all this about Al Haymon ain't pro-black. When I hear a lot of fighters behind the scenes talking shit about Al, do I ever say their name? No, I never do. I never say their name. What they say about Al Haymon. Al Haymon didn't keep this promise. Or whatever. That's his business. My whole agenda is being, I want the best fight and the best. If Gary Russell, white, black, orange, green, yellow, Simpson, yellow, whatever he was, I want to see him fight Santa Cruz. And if I said, if Al's so black, why don't he get Leo to sell Gary Russell? Come on. I said that. Y'all sit down here, praise Floyd Mayweather. Well, he said all lives matter. Okay, we let that slide. He sat there capping for Gucci. We'll let that slide. Before all that, he was capping for Donald Sterling after what he said about the remarks he made that made the Clippers players protest against him and lose his NBA team. Then he go out there and cap for Donald Trump. But yet again, y'all still put this man on a pedestal. Yet again, they don't tell y'all when they went to the Wilder fight and the Fury fight how Floyd gorilla checked most of them. How Floyd cussed them out. How Floyd dissed them outside the arena. They don't tell you that. They don't tell you how Floyd G-checked them and told them no pictures, get out of my face. This nigga's having doggy dreams. They don't tell y'all that. How Floyd cheated them and Blue Blood Sports TV, like, I go to your gym, man, all the time, man. He like, man, get out of my face. Get out of here. But yet again, if Floyd is supporting all them, what's Al Haymon then, bro? Birds of a feather flock together. But when I was saying all this, I said, damn, how can Al Haymon freeze out a brother in Terrence Crawford? And I said, if he wasn't black, I really wouldn't pay no attention to it. I kept it 100 on that. And they claim to be so pro-black, but they tearing down Terrence Crawford. When I joke about Errol Spence, I'm wrong. Even before the car accident, I'm a raccoon or I'm anti-black. But all the Terrence Crawford slander. All the Terrence Crawford slander. Because he won't talk to you. And I'm not just talking about him in general. But now you ain't talking to nobody. You ain't talking to Crawford. You ain't talking to Kelly Swanson. You ain't talking to Caleb. They gonna blackball you. They gonna whiteball you from here to Jamaica. You might as well do what Michelle Joy Phelps do. You might as well move to the UK and start interviewing UK talent, bro. You might as well do that. All you did is dig your hole deeper and deeper. That's all you did. And you did it because of yourself. You didn't do this because a Champ Side Boxing or Boxing Ego or whoever else done been through the ringer and been declined credentials. You didn't do that when Dante sent homeboy and they revoked his credentials for going somewhere he wasn't supposed to. I'm not saying no names. You know what I'm saying? You did not do that until it affected you. You did not do it to you. So take your selfish agendas and show we don't feel bad for you, bro. Take my blueprint and run with it, because everybody else do. Take my blueprint and run with it. Ricky E, saluting the super chat again. Take my blueprint and run with it, bro. Take it and run with it. Don't need an interview. I don't need an interview. I got original content. And if I use somebody else's content, or I see somebody else, shout out to Champ Side. Shout out to Town Business. Even if somebody I don't even want to talk about. Whoever it may be. Shout out to 78 for the interview with Wilder. Shout out to 3 Kings Boxing. Shout out to Glossy Sports TV. Oh, I linked that interview in the description. Oh, shout out to Fight Hype. Oh, Derek James had that interview with Derek James. Always. Always. Get a mic salute. Always get credit where credit is due. If I got a video idea, I should throw a video. Hey, man, I want to hear your opinion on this. But no, when it affected him, now it's become an epidemic. Now it become, we need to bond it. Man, forget all that fat, fake, pro-black Malcolm X crap he talking about. Forget all that. It's affecting you now. Now, all you got to do is adjust. Before I keep going, all you got to do is adjust. Adjust. Reinvent yourself. Do something different. Now you begging now. Oh, we need to start showing up to the weigh-ins and making ourselves, man, do the just. Reinvent yourself. Hurt them another way. If I can't go down 7 Mile, well, I'm going to take Evergreen and go down 8. If I can't go down 8, then I'm going to go down 6. If I can't go down 5 Mile Finkel Ave, then I'm going to go down Plymouth. If I can't go down on them streets, then I'm going to find another way. You know what I'm saying? He's smart. He got all them degrees. He can figure it out. But they gonna tell each boxer not to talk. Do you know how powerful Al Haymon is, dog? Do you know how powerful Al Haymon is? I heard it from boxers' mouth. They scared to say anything bad about him, bro. And you sitting here like slandering the dude's name. For what? It's a reason why Kelly Swanson in the position she in. It's a reason why she in her position. It may not be by Al Haymon will. I know for a fact it's not by Al Haymon will. I know for a fact that somebody told me that Sam Watson and all of them was talking junk about Dan Rayfield being at the fight. They was talking junk about some of the white media members being at the fight that spoke down on Al Haymon. Hey, bro, it's not his will. It's not his will. It's bigger. He worked for Fox. Or he worked with Fox. He worked with Showtime. Last time I checked, Fox wasn't owned by somebody black or a minority that I know of. Last time I checked, CBS Showtime, that's about to merge with Viacom. And you know what KRS-One be saying about Viacom. CBS and Viacom, if they haven't merged, they about to merge. So you know what they say about Viacom. So Al Haymon, he has to cater towards what the Caucasians want. It's just a game. It's just a game. Now I'm not defending it. But if Al Haymon truly want to be a black entity and have a black media, black media management handle his media obligations, then he need to come out with a PBC app and do it himself. But see if the PBC app be on Comcast Xfinity. See how hard it'd be to put the PBC app on Google Play Store. How to put it on Apple Store. Whatever they call Apple. How to get it on PlayStation. As bad as it sounds, you need somebody, you need the other to get where you need to get at in this sport, in this world. You need the other. Just like these artists, I'm independent, like Chance the Rapper. Motherfucker signed 5,000 distribution and music contract deals behind the scenes. Ain't nobody radio getting played, ain't nobody music getting played on the radio without somebody from the industry help, without somebody pushing it in the industry. Ain't nobody going platinum on streams without somebody pushing it behind the scenes. Name me an artist or a Hollywood actor that got all black, everything black behind them. Ice Cube got to ask New Line Cinema to put out The Last Friday. And they put him on that back burner. Why don't Ice Cube do it himself? It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. And you look at Al Haymon partnering Floyd Mayweather. Once again, Donald Sterling, Donald Trump, Gucci, All Lives Matter. Come on. You think Al Haymon don't share the similar views? So I'm not upset at him. I'm just showing y'all that Top Rank, The Zone, PBC, it ain't different. The only difference is Al Haymon don't take a lot of money from his fighters. That's it. But if you got over 250 fighters, and this was 3 or 4 when he first started PBC, why would you need that much money? You an advisor. You got 250 fighters. You got billion-dollar investors investing in your company. Why would he? He owned a part of, Clear Channel Radio? He owns some of that. Clear Channel Radio, I think, owns almost every radio station. Al Haymon probably still putting on music tours behind the scene. So Al Haymon don't need, now, why do Bob Arum take all that money out of their contracts? You got to ask Bob Arum. You know what I'm saying? How many more suits can Bob Arum buy before he died? What is Bob Arum buying? He won a Maserati, he didn't have 1,000 of them. He won a Ferrari, he can't even drive that. So what do you need money for? That's something you got to ask Bob Arum. When you look at it, Walt Disney owned Fox. They just don't own the Fox Sports Network no more. The regional channels, they sold them off because that's a monopoly. ESPN. Walt Disney owned Fox. So Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence, if that fight was to happen, if he can get healthy, same company. It's the same company. They working together for Wilder and Fury too, long as Wilder get past Luis Ortiz. So come on, man. Like, and then he goes on to say, well, Dan Rayfield, why is he able to say this and say that? And what's so funny about it, was it me and Banco boxing? Or was it Will, my boy Will? It was somebody. And this was probably like earlier this year or last year. And Keith Idek hit me up and say, so I think somebody made a comment like, oh, he better be quiet or his credentials going to get revoked. And Keith Idek said, that don't happen to guys like me. He said, I can say whatever I want to say. And he says, that doesn't happen to me. He said, he worked for Yahoo, not Keith Idek, but Kevin Aioli, excuse me. He said, that doesn't happen to me. He said, I don't have to worry about losing my credentials. He said, that only happened to YouTube level people. Disney do own part of, yes, they do own Fox. They bought it. They don't own the Fox Sports regional channels. They do. They bought it last year. And they sold off the sports channel and the regional channels. I don't know the extent of the deal, but they do. He said they sold it to Byron Allen. No, they did not, bro. They sold to Fox Sports. If Byron Allen bought some of the channels, that was the Fox Sports channels. The very same regional channels that LL Cool J and Ice Cube was trying to buy. Okay, maybe I'm wrong about News Corp, but I thought Fox Walt Disney bought them. I could be wrong. Maybe the deal didn't go through. Let me look it up. Nigga, is you about to die over there? I don't know what my dog be dreaming about. Okay, nigga, I did not call you. Go sit down, brother. Go sit. Like I said, bro. He go to article right here. Walt Disney Company's acquisition. Whatever. Acquisition of 21st Century Fox will become official early Wednesday morning, with Fox News being a key part of the newly created Fox Corporation, bro. Now I'm not reading the whole article, but this was March 19, bro. Told you, dude. They own 21st Century Fox, whatever that is, and they said Fox Sports News. I know what the fuck I be reading, nigga. Here you go. I know exactly what I read. Might not be right all the time. Maybe I might be a little bit off. And they Fox News too, the article said. They got Fox News too. Just read that. He said they acquires 21st Century Fox will become officially early Wednesday morning, with Fox News becoming a key part of the newly created Fox Corporation. Whatever the fuck that means. Maybe I'm wrong. But I know they don't own the sports part of it because they had to sell the regional channels off. Shout out to Wood, man. Let's see. United Settled Notion. So they still have some type of affiliation, but he talks about Dan Rayfield as well too, saying that Dan Rayfield is how is he still allowed to come to the fight? Because he got ESPN behind him. What's ESPN? What's ESPN? Seriously, what's ESPN? What's ESPN without what is a sport without ESPN? Look at hockey. Hockey barely put ESPN on because of the lockout. When they had the lockout, hockey died off. So when ESPN don't run NHL like that, come on, it don't matter. If ESPN not behind you, what can you really do? If Yahoo not behind you, what can you really do? Now the athletics is becoming a powerhouse. Yahoo Sports is becoming something good. Bleacher Report has built themselves up. So ESPN is the biggest sports corporation, whatever you want to call it, in America. Now, at the end of the day, I give you a blueprint on how not to get your credentials revoked. That doesn't happen. They wrote all these bad articles about Al Haymon. Oscar De La Hoya had all these racist emails about Al Haymon. Right? But guess what? It was a story about Al Heyman Al Heyman and Oscar De La Hoya hugging each other, embracing each other at the Chavez and Canelo weigh-in because Al Heyman managed Chavez. So a guy that wrote all these racist emails about him, if this story is true, and I forget what writer said it, all these racist emails about him, and him and Oscar De La Hoya embrace. So what that tell you? If Al Heyman ain't tripping over the emails, if Al Heyman ain't nuke Dan Rayfield, does it bother Al that much? If Al Heyman is hugging a dude company that facilitated the racist emails, they embracing each other. Why are you fighting a fight that man ain't fight? This is one of the most powerful men in the sport of boxing. Why? He embracing Oscar De La Hoya. He hugged Oscar De La Hoya. He said, "You right, just a sport challenge with her. Salute. Appreciate it." I'm just saying, bro. And I remember this, man. I remember my mom said this shit, man. And what's so funny about my grandmother, she passed like a few years ago. And she was telling me, like, how people used to try to talk about my grandmother, and she used to get mad at a kid and want to fight my aunties and stuff because they would talk about her mother. My grandmother shut her down and told her that that don't worry about fight for me. I can fight for myself, and I can take up for myself, and this and that. And I say that to say this: Al Heyman, a big boy. Al Heyman can take up for himself. Man, would you wild, bro? I'm gonna act like I didn't see that. I ain't gonna act like I was just talking to somebody else today about that. Not that in particular, but in that area. But Al Heyman can fight for himself. You know what I'm saying? But Dan Rayfield and Keith, they got powerhouses behind them. If they don't cover the event don't get no traction. Well, Kevin Iole told people not to buy the fight, and what you do? What you do? What did Fred do to lose his credentials? Seriously, I don't keep up with him. Whatever he did, he pissed Kelly Swanson off. But what's so funny about it? You hear a lot of people complain about Kelly. Charlene, salute. You hear a lot of people complain about. I never met her. Can't say nothing bad about. Only sports event I legitimately covered was through a media was the Big Three, and I had it was great. It was so great that I never wanted to do it again. You know what I'm saying? Because once you have an experience that's so like elite, the food was elite. The company was elite. They treated every media member in there together like they were equal. You got a question, he answered. They didn't ignore you. They treated everybody with equality, and the event was and it was so well put together. I never wanted to do it again unless I did it again with the Big Three. Because that was the platinum standard for how you treat everybody as equal. Okay? And for what I'm hearing, they don't give you access, or they don't do this, or you don't get one-on-ones. And the thing about one-on-ones is this. And what you have to do is you have to, I got to wake up. All right, I'm going out to California, right? Let's say I'm going to LA for the Harrison Charlo fight, right? I'm going out there. So I got to find out what hotel they're staying at. So I got to stand in the hotel lobby and catch up with the fighters to get one-on-ones. So when I go to the fight, the only ones that get the one-on-ones is Radio Raheem and Marco Rivera and Fino Boxing and Michelle Joy. I'm just naming some names out there. No disrespect. Them the ones that get the one-on-ones. Them the ones, Dan Rayfield, Kevin Iole, they the ones that get to sit front row and get to ask Errol Spence or get to ask Terrence Crawford or get to ask Tyson Fury the questions first. They the ones that get to answer the questions. And that's cool. You know what I'm saying? You sitting in the back, you got to raise your hand up. Oh, she act like she don't see you. Kelly Swanson, I know, I don't even have to be there to know because I heard so many people talk about her. You know what I'm saying? She coordinates the whole thing. She decides who get the microphone. She decides who answer the question. So then again, when you see the fighters in the hallway, or you gotta, hey Clarissa, can I get an interview? Hey, can I do an interview? Hey, can I holler at you for a minute? Hey, so then instead of you getting a one-on-one, now you gotta catch the fighters while they talking or they walking out the arena. So now you gotta seem like a bugaboo. You know, so now you got to make it seem like a bugaboo. Now, instead of you watching the fight, you know, with a TV screen and a headset like at Top Rank, now you got to sit all the way up in the nosebleed sections. The tickets they can't sell, you got to watch the fight. You better off funding your own self and sitting on the floor. You fooling, bro. I'm gonna let that go through though. You fooling. So I didn't watch Water Media workout, um, but I watched Ruiz, and I heard Ruiz only lost 5 pounds. So, and Dan Rayfield messed up people interviewing Ruiz though. I will say, I said that in my last video. He messed it up. He recorded Manny Robis, his trainer, and he wrote a fake story. I think he said that Manny said that Andy was out of shape and it wasn't real. So that's one of the reasons why Andy Ruiz moved his camp to Mexico. And it was Dan Rayfield, and according to sources, Mike Coppercher messed that up. That's what I heard. But at the same time, you know, you don't get treated. So why you keep going? Like, seriously, why you keep going? You know what I'm saying? They didn't spray water on Blue Blood. Why you still going, bro? You know what I'm saying? He trying to come in here explain this. I blocked him, dude. He like one of the biggest like leechers of my channel of all time. And that's my whole thing. Like, why do y'all keep going then? For the access, for the free ticket? If you go to the Barclays Center, they got a whole my boy Ant tell me the whole welcome table and the entrance where the fighters come in at. All you gotta know is where the entrance at, where the hotel they staying in at, or where the hotel at, or where they come in at. Just finance your way to the fight then. If you get, hey, if they take a stand, real talk, if they take a stand and stop going to cover the fight, watch what I tell you. Then they gonna say they gonna respect y'all if y'all move as one. Because I can't remember what fight it was that I guess nobody applied for it, and they started just letting people in. You know what I'm saying? And they just started letting people in. And if you apply, it won't nobody. So at the end of the day, just stop talking about it. Stop going to the fight and see what they say. See who they get to fill them spaces. It's gonna look mad empty. You know, it's gonna look mad empty without the new media in there. Without the black new media in there. It's gonna look mad empty. But then again, the problem with boycotts is somebody else gonna jump the gun. I know they let somebody in there that got 100 subs into a fight. I'm not gonna say what company it was. They let somebody in there that got 100 subs. You know what I'm saying? Every fight I went to, I bought a ticket. Alexander, no, he didn't fight that night. It was Ishay Smith and K9 bought a ticket. Broner and Jesse Vargas, I bought a ticket. Triple G, Danny Jacobs, I bought a ticket. Mick Conlon Pro Career, I bought a ticket. Anthony Durrell, Arthur Abraham, I bought my ticket. Lost my ticket, and they gave me another ticket. Okay? I don't know nothing about that, bro. But all I'm saying is, like, it didn't become a problem until Fred got his shit revoked. You see, it wasn't a problem when Top Rank revoked him. It wasn't a problem. I don't know who handled the zone situation. I don't know. But it wasn't a problem until PBC did it. He sat out there and he was a frontline soldier. He was like Lorenz Tate in Dead Presidents. He was like Chris Tucker. He was a frontline soldier in the Vietnam War. He was a front line. You know what I'm saying? What's that Eminem song, Toy Soldiers? He was a toy soldier. You know? He was a casualty of war. You know, but what happened when other guys that was going through this, he didn't say nothing about it. So now that you can't talk to fighters no more, you want us to take up for your cause. You know, and at the end of the day, that is what it is, dog. I mean, we all done been. I'm pretty sure everybody done been thrown away by Kelly Swanson. But what I mean, at the end of the day, if y'all not willing to not show up, then at the end of the day, they underestimate the power of all of us talking about a fight. They do. YouTube is the number one source for boxing. Where else can a boxer go and watch himself get talked about daily? They had a radio show. They used to talk about boxing. It used to be on. I can't remember. I know Fight Hype had one at one point in time, and I think somebody else had one that was a really good one. But you don't really get the radio shows no more. You got the Boxing Voice. You know, the Quarterman Radio. He do an interview every now and again. Shout out to the Quarterman. I ain't heard from him in a minute. But really, where else do you? I mean, you could say Trill Boxing Talk. That's in there. But really, where else? I mean, where else can you hear yourself get talked about? Okay, PBC on Fox, they talk about you for like what, a minute or whatever. But where else can Terrence Crawford hear himself get talked about? Huh? You don't hear that on ESPN. They don't give a. They talk about, you know, if you got a fight coming up, they talk to you for a minute. They give you a minute of shine. But where else can you hear yourself get talked about daily? Real talk. Where else can you hear it? Yeah, hourly, minute, Ronnie Boy Fresh salute. Angel salute. Where else can you hear yourself get talked about every day? Where else can you get the love and the hate? Where else can you get that at? Nowhere, bro. Nowhere. Angel said, that's why I say YouTube boxing, YouTube making his own belt have more validity than it be that PBC belt. Like I said before, where can you hear yourself get talked about? Seriously, where can you hear yourself? Where you get yourself talked about, man? The weigh-ins, the press conferences, or what's going on in camp. Here, the love and the hate. The love don't feel as good without the hate. It don't. What's the love without the hate? Is everything all love? Then shit whack. But it is. I mean, they can take it however you want to take it. I'm trying to think about what else he said. And also he said that I guess this is one of the reasons why, you know, they kind of put mounting evidence against him. He said that Keith Thurman dad, or they saying that he said he tried to fight Keith Thurman dad. Now that I don't know Fred, but I know a lot of people that know him. But that don't sound like him. I think he's a little bit more calculated than that. Like he said himself. They said that he tried to fight Keith Thurman dad. So I guess they trying to use that as an excuse to put evidence on why to revoke his press credentials. They said he tried to square up with Keith Thurman daddy. Now I don't know why he would try to square up with Keith Thurman. And Keith Thurman daddy don't seem confrontational. Keith Thurman don't seem confrontational. You know? But I don't buy that. But that's like when it's rained, it started pouring. It's like with the whole little Me Too movement. Oh, he put his hand up my dress. Oh, he did that to me too. He did that. Like what? He said he ain't try to fight his dad. I got the real story. Well, I need to hear about that. But I don't know. I ain't heard about that. But what Mr. Big say? That song, he was like, yeah, he sold me some dope. Niggas tell him dope beat that I ain't never seen before. That's my song. R.I.P. to Mr. Big's Alabama, dog. So he said, I would never fight him and do that. And I said, that really don't sound like him. But at the end of the day, not every little thing he did gonna get magnified. Maybe meant Kenny Porter. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's understandable. I know their history. That's understandable. Him and Kenny Porter fighting each other. I know Kenny Porter got his credentials revoked for the Sean and Errol Smith's press conference. He let Kenny Porter use him. That's what was told to me. Yeah, I know about that shit. I know about the strip club situation. Yeah, I know about that. So whatever happened between him and KP, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And long story short, Kenny Porter tried to reach out to me, and I just didn't, like, off the strength of what happened. And, you know, people were saying, no, like, it wasn't no disrespect to him. I stayed out of it. Quite frankly, I stayed out of it. So I'm like, it wasn't no disrespect. If he listened, it wasn't no disrespect. I just stayed out of it. So But that whole little situation, him and Kenny Porter, I mean, I guess it started with Kenny Porter got his shit revoked. And they were saying that, and I ain't saying no, it wasn't Fred that said this, but they were saying that Kenny Porter would be going through, he would go through and tell Kelly Swanson or whoever not to allow this media member in the fight. He would tell this media member, oh, he'll tell them, don't let him into the fight. Don't let that guy into the fight. So, you know, so that's exactly what they were saying. So it's probably stemming from what Kenny Porter got in bed or whatever the situation was. So I'm trying to think everything he said in the video. And that's pretty much what he said in the video. Pretty much everything. I could have missed something. But I listened to the whole 40-minute plus video. But he said, they're going to try to tell him to take the video down, and they're going to try to tell fighters not to talk to him no more, and this and that. But he did it to himself. He did it to himself, dog. And I was talking to one of my guys from Philly, all right? And I don't know, we was just talking about boxing for a while, right? And he was like, yeah, man. He was like, yeah, man, I did the little the interviews and stuff, and I did the the credentials. He said it just wasn't my crowd. He was like, it just wasn't for me. And I was like, yeah, man, that's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? I said, I know you gotta pay the road. It's like being on a job. It's like being on a job. It's like when you go to your job, when you in the street, you can what you say, like I'm ready. When you're in a job, you gotta put a face on. So if you're not prepared to put a face on going to those fights, you ain't prepared to take shit. You know what I'm saying? Like basically, it ain't for you. You ain't sitting here to. And I got some like horror stories to tell about it's funny. I got horror stories to tell about like the press credentials and some of the media members. And I have never been. So people ask me, oh, why you don't do interviews? And when I was with Colossal Sports TV, we did them. And I was fortunate enough to interview two of the best guys in boxing, Joel Diaz and Austin Trout. Like I said before, I was fortunate. I was on the other end of the stick. Devin Alexander gave motherfuckers to run around. This is when he still was relevant. I've heard about Amir Khan giving shitty interviews. I heard about, Andre Dirrell giving great interviews. I've heard about Anthony Dirrell. I know their brother. I already know what he said. I already know what he said, but I know horror stories. You know what I'm saying? I heard about Marco Villegas, whatever, bro. Like some of the stuff that you hear him, like you hear what he said, bro. It's no doubt in my mind that he got an issue with black people. Samuel Salute. It's no doubt in my mind. It's not my position to tell what he said. But I know for a fact he got an issue. I know people don't blast Ellie Setback because Ellie Setback can get you banned. You know what I'm saying? They look at you like that. I have horror stories about that shit, man. And all the people that street dudes that just held their tongue in that situation. But yeah, Kelly Swanson, she run the show, the media show. That picture you see in the thumbnail with her and Sam Watson, that was 5 years ago. Obviously, you see that's a young Floyd Mayweather. Whatever she did, she connected. You know what I'm saying? And she got her position for a reason. You know what I'm saying? She got her position for a reason. And you got to deal with it. And you know what I'm saying? You don't tell nobody like Al Haymon what to do and what not to do. You just don't do it. Let me say this. Do I agree with Fred? Of course, I said it before Fred. I agree with everything he said and some. I agree. Everything I said, I got called a raccoon for it. Everything I said before about Al Haymon, I'm a hater. And I laid it out plain and simple. I said, well, Fox is owned by somebody white. CBS is owned by somebody that's white. Top Rank is owned by somebody that is probably white. The Zone is owned by an ex-ESPN executive, whatever, John Skipper, who got fired from ESPN because he played with his nose. But you know what? Kofi Universe salute. But you know what? You know what? If you're not going, let me just get a game right here. If you're not going to boycott, all right. If you're gonna choose to show up to the fights and make yourself be felt and strengthen numbers to the weigh-ins, this is what. If you're not gonna boycott, you're not gonna get ego and T Street or everybody not gonna be in on this 7-8. Dante Town. I mean, who else you got out there? Blue. You know what I'm saying? And he got water sprayed on him, and he gonna show back up to the zone. So you know it's gonna be hard for them to convince him not to. But if they not gonna stand together, if they not gonna stand together and not support the fights, then what they need to do is, if Wilder's so thorough, if Wilder that guy, if you got that relationship with Wilder, you got the relationship with Earl Spence, you got the relationship with Caleb Plant, you got the relationship with David Benavidez, you got the relationship with Gary Russell, you got the relationship with who else over there? Sean Porter. You got the relationship with Tony Harrison, Jamal Charlo, with Luis Ortiz. People got connections with Luis Ortiz, Andrew Tabiti, Marcus Brown, John Pastel, Badu Jack. You got all these connections. Why don't you tell the fighters how y'all feel about that? It's simple. Tell the fighters you feel disrespected. You like the fans? Wilder, what can you hear yourself get talked about before PBC on Fox? Who was pushing Deontay Wilder? Who got been? And I keep it real. Me and him don't see eye to eye. I don't have a problem with 7-8. I don't. I appreciate everything he did for the boxing. I don't have a problem with it, but y'all know what it is. I don't have a problem with him. But let's keep it real. 7-8. Adonis Stevenson, good look. He can't fight no salute. Y'all can subscribe to his shit too. 7-8 Sports put Wilder on the pedestal. Some of the most exclusive elite interviews he got from 7-8 Sports. So if you got that rapport with him, why don't the fighters, let it be known how they feel about Kelly Swanson and how they disrespecting the media members? How about if you want to do it another route, tell Wilder, hey, I want to do more one-on-ones. Oh, 7-8 sent a correspondent up. I want to do a one-on-one with him. Like Kelly, if I don't get a one-on-one with him, I'm going to write a complaint. David Benavidez, I want a one-on-one with him. So if you got that relationship with these fighters, so if you don't want to go the boycott route, you know what I'm saying? Hey, what's the next best route you can go to? The fighters. The fighters. Hey, man, they disrespecting us, man, like that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, why would tell them to give me a one-on-one or tell me to put me in this position or tell them to do this or do that? If the fighters care so much, and I'm pretty sure some of them will care to a certain extent. So if you don't want to go to boycott route, go to the fighters route. Tell the fighters to request the one-on-one with you guys. You know what I'm saying? But they don't care. They don't care. Said the zone is owned by a conglomerate organization known as the Access Industries, which is true, which makes their money mainly from natural resources and telecommunications that are at the forefront of the 5G tech. Yep. If Wilder want you at an event, you will be at an event. Not just at the event, you should be able to get a one-on-one with him. Not in front of the Barclays, not on the side. Like, hey, I want to get a one-on-one with him. But like Fred made a good point. Radio Raheem the only one that get one-on-ones. That's black. So at the end of the day, you can continue to do it the way you do it, or you can take one of my suggestions. SJ Fish 101. You can take my suggestion. And I ain't saying that you got to take my suggestion, but I'm just saying. Either you boycott or you go to the fighters and see what they say. But so it's a lot of scurvy dudes. Radio Raheem got his job on his own. Okay. Yeah, but if you born different skin color, then you're ready. Yeah, you're ready. Exactly. But at the end of the day, if the fighters really care about you, You know what I'm saying? Then they'll listen out, they'll look out for you. You know? But it's the way it is. But like I said it from the beginning, Top Rank, what I heard, got a better setup. If I wanted to go to a Top Rank fight, I would have no problem getting in for the most part. No problem. Unless it's a Manny Pacquiao Floyd situation where they got limited seats or whatever situation like that. That's the only problem I have. PBC, I can't get in. I'm going to keep it real. I can't get in. I don't know who handled the zone events. But Top Rank, I would have a problem getting in. You know? I think Gary Russell would too. Yeah, he probably would, but Gary Russell don't have no pool over there neither. No offense to him. Radio right. Yeah, I mean that's why Radio right here gets down. I don't have a problem with him. I don't have a problem with like some of the stuff I heard about people. Yeah, I would have prejudgment in my mind, but they don't get in my lane. My lane ain't predicated off interviewing nobody. But like with Fred, and people gonna take this as this video, but it ain't this video. But for Fred, my main problem with that is that did he defend me when I said this? When I said this around a year ago, did he defend me? He got my number, bro. When he went through with Andre Ward, I supported him. No matter if he was LDBC or not. I had him on my platform, like, man, for sure. Like, yeah, man, I was riding with you. But when I understood the ramifications of what he did I spill the beans? Did I say what the ramifications was? Did I hang him out to dry? No, I did not, though. No, I did not. I kept it 100, bro. I kept it 100. I didn't turn nobody against Fred off that situation. I could have. When Worldbreaker left the LDBC, you know what I'm saying? I called him. Had a nice conversation with him. You know what I'm saying? I didn't call him to team up with him to say, you know, oh, let's team up to take down the... No, that's never been my agenda. I never wanted to destroy the LDBC. But did he tell... Before we had that conversation, we talked a while ago. Did he tell me some things about some people? Yes. But did I ever say them personal things? No, bro. He didn't have to say, oh, man, don't say this. He said it, but he didn't have to say. I said, man, I ain't about to do that. He had to say, hey, man, CJ, don't say that, man. Like, he didn't have... I already understood. I was not going to say that. I could have destroyed it. I swear, I could have destroyed it, bro. If I wanted to, but I never wanted to. I never wanted to destroy them. That's never been my problem. I never had a problem with 7-8. 7-8 solid, bro. I never had a problem until old boy came around. Ball head nigga. You know what I'm saying? I never had a problem with him. But of course he gonna ride with his mans though. I'm cool with it though. I get it. I get it. He cool. I get it. You gonna ride with your mans. Cool. Y'all got a dope radio show together. Cool. You got it. I ain't even mad at you like Tupac said. I ain't mad at you. But if I wanted to, I can destroy each and every one of them niggas. But I won't. Because it don't mean shit to me. But at the same time, like I could really have niggas mad at Fred for what he did. But I didn't do it though. I ain't do it though. But my whole problem is this. When I said it about Al Haymon, I said it way less more violent than he said it. I gave facts. I based them with facts. It wasn't based on me. Everything I said wasn't based on, I went to the fight and Kelly treated me this way. Or I went to the fight and they treated me this way. Or I went to the fight and this what happened. No, this is based on real testimonies from Blue Blood got sprayed with water, nigga. Terrence Crawford this time business. And I was like, oh man, that wasn't right. I talked to Ty. He said, man, I wasn't tripping on that, bro. I still fuck with Bud. When he said that, I was off his head. Oh, Marco Rivera said this to this media member and it was racist. Everything I said was based off something that happened to somebody. Oh, they set us up in the nosebleed section. Oh, they banned this dude for going into the Earl Smith's locker room. Oh, they give Ellie Seckbeck three press credentials. Oh, he get a cameraman, a camera woman, he can bring his baby mama in, he can bring his baby in, and get in. He got 5 or 6 press credentials. Everything I based it off of, it wasn't about me. I don't make my living on YouTube doing interviews. Neither one of my channels. I didn't make it about interviews. And it's been a bad. It's tough when you build a community or you build a platform on a foundation that ain't solid. He said his name. Yeah, facts. I don't. You can't build a foundation. You can't build a foundation on wood, bro. You can't build a foundation on Play-Doh. You got to build it on some rock hard cement or something that's tough and durable. You gotta build. You gotta have a solid foundation. And then their foundation was Errol Spence. Their foundation was PBC Al Haymon. Their foundation was Deontay Wilder, and all of them had a bad 12-month stretch. For Wilder having to draw with a fat Tyson Fury, which I believe he lost, and I like Wilder. I'm keeping 100. I'm keeping it 100. Errol Spence in his car accident, and now this Al Haymon thing. The foundation falling apart. The foundation is falling apart. What's my foundation? Boxing. When I talk boxing, it's boxing, or it's music entertainment. It's boxing. Inouye, Wilder, Spence, Crawford, video requests, prospects, boxing rumors, boxing news. It's everything. Everything. It's everything. You can't build a foundation, bro, on what they was building it on. Because this is what happened. You can't build a foundation on 1 or 2 fighters. Can't happen. When, World Breaker left, they got on his head. When Black Horseman left, they got on his head. It's a lot of people that got something to say over there, but they scared to have an opinion because they scared of the backlash. They scared of the backlash. I can handle myself. Chris G. Salute. I can handle myself. Ain't nobody gonna punk me because I don't keep my personal business out there. My personal business is my personal business. But the difference is I'll pull up. That's just the difference. I don't pay for a flight. Unless I definitely have to. I have flight benefits. I will pull up, nigga. Like I promise you. I will pull up. So that's the difference. I'll pull up. And I can handle myself. You're not gonna cyberbully Goodfellas Sports TV. Not gonna happen. You might win a round. You might win a battle. You're not gonna win no war. Because I'm gonna want to fight. He whooped my ass, so be it, nigga. Won't be the first, probably won't be the last. But I don't pay attention to it no more. Somebody sent me shit about Fred and said everything that you said, he's saying on this video. And I said, for real? I said, not Fred. I said, I watched the video. I'm in the gym, I'm lifting. And I'm listening to it. Then my niece, she going to labor. And, I can listen to the video in the car. And I say, damn, okay. I didn't read the comment section, but I didn't see a lot of thumbs downs on there. But when I say it's thumbs down. This nigga out here fooling. You hear this nigga? This nigga in a deep ass sleep, bro. Usually he think it's full, he get up. But it is what it is. He said my video on Fred. Come on tomorrow. I told him. But hey, it is what it is with him, man. You know, but I'm just saying, had he be like, hey man, you know, CJ was right, I'd have left it alone, bro. I'd have left it alone. Even if he would have shot me a text. Even if he shot me a text like, hey bro, you was right, man, and you know, we was wrong for kicking. Even if he shot me a text, this video never go up. You know, like, hey man, but when I said it, when I said it, I was a coon. But now he's saying, how do you justify that though? Seriously, how do you justify it? How do you justify it? It doesn't make no sense. But it only became a problem. I'm gonna say this again. If y'all got any questions, I'll answer them real quick. It only became a problem when they revoked your credentials. When Kenny Porter revoked your credentials, I know it started at the Spence and Porter undercard. That's when it became a problem. That's when it became a problem. When they affected you, and at the end of the day, what type of person friend is Sam Watson then? Yo, is him still? Yeah, he's still around, bro. Some they be posting him in one of the boxing groups. Damn, the Star Wars movie looked dope. Or the Star Wars video game. That shit look dope. Disney Plus so damn dope, dog. Man, I was watching the Star Wars TV show they got on there. No motherfuckers only put 2 episodes up. I could have put the gun on somebody. But yeah, he's still around. He said Terrence Crawford the new boogeyman or the new #1 fighter. I swear to God he said that shit. He said Terrence Crawford, Chris G. He said Terrence Crawford the new #1 guy. You know, he fell out with Earl and them. I don't know why he fell out with them niggas. Oh, he fell out over something that happened at a fight. Yep, he fell out something that happened at a fight. I felt it was. I felt that that was wrong. What they did because he was, and like I said, I'm not a supporter of Cuz at all no more. But I felt it was wrong because he supported that nigga Earl from the mud. Disney Plus better than Netflix if you get the Hulu package. Probably I got it free through Verizon. If you get the Hulu package, it is. But Netflix, I mean, Netflix ain't gonna have no more Marvel on there after a while. All that's going to Disney. But I still like watching Breaking Bad and El Camino, and they got paid in full on there. It's not gonna have the rated R stuff on there. You have to get Hulu to get that, but you can get Hulu, Disney Plus, and ESPN Plus for $12.99. But I still got Netflix. So it go through my cable provider. It go through Comcast. I need HBO Plus. Man, I don't know, man. If HBO Plus good, man, I don't know. I'll get Disney Plus free for a year. I'm gonna keep it though. But we'll see once Disney Plus get the rolling. We'll see how good it is though, because they'll have a lot of new originals. But the X-Men animated series on there from '92 to '95. That's really really good. But I like it so far. Yeah, the Mandalorian, whatever. Yeah, man, that shit cold. They got the Baby Yoda in there and everything. That shit dope as fuck, dog. That TV show dope as hell, and it's in 4K. It's in 4K like a motherfucker. I ain't turned on my Fire Stick in a minute. I watched the end games in 4K too. That shit dope. Yeah, he been riding with Earl from the gate. So long story short, he went to a fight. He went somewhere he wasn't supposed to, and I heard that Derrick James reported him to Kelly Swanson or the media. So and then they fired they got him revoked, banned and shit, and that's fucked up because he was with Earl from the beginning. I would have felt some type of way. That's human nature though. Like I said, I don't support what he's doing no more, but that's human nature though. Somebody that you helped build up from the mud, nigga. Like Fight Hype is my interviews, whatever they doing interviews from him. He was covering Earl to the extreme, dog. And then he got the crying to Earl on Instagram Live, which was a low point. I ain't kissing no nigga ass, but yeah, that's human nature, Jalen. So that's human nature. Somebody you put a lot of time in and you helped build their career up a little bit. I'm not saying he was responsible for the fighter Earl became, but he was in Earl gym sweating his ass off just like Earl was, getting coverage and shit. And then, you know, you just report the nigga, kick the nigga to the side. Like, how you supposed to feel? How you supposed to feel? You know what I'm saying? How you supposed to feel, nigga? That's like let me equate that, dude. I like you giving analogies. That's like you. That's like you spending time with a girl. Like y'all going to kick it. You buying her something to eat. Y'all going to school. You know, you getting her a Coke or a Pepsi at the school and a slice of pizza. And then, you know, all of a sudden, you put all this time and working. You working trying to get with her. Then she run off with your mans or another nigga. Like you like, dude, like fuck that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody about to sit here and be like, oh man, I just would have been like, you know, forget her. I'm moving on to another girl. Man, please believe me, dude. Like nigga feel some type of way. So he supposed to feel some type of way, dude. I wouldn't cover him. I wouldn't say his name neither, though. I wouldn't care his name neither. That's why I don't put too much stock into people, man. I don't trust humans, dude. I do not trust humans. Like I trust my dog before I trust another human outside my house. I do not trust humankind. The grade of nigga is too low out here. It ain't too many stand up guys no more. It's not. That's why I never thought about selling dope. That never crossed my mind. Breaking into a house, doing a robbery. That never crossed my mind because you could never trust people. I'ma just have to take you out. You going to the police station? I gotta take you out. I think you gonna snitch? I gotta take you out. Plain and simple. Wire easy, power garbage. Watch no damn power. Only power I watch is when I turn my TV on and off, my lights on and off. Watch no damn power. Power, Breaking Bad, The Wire, Breaking Bad, Sons of Anarchy. Only thing I'm really watching as far as that, Sopranos, stuff like that. Not watching no damn power. Shit garbage. They can't even act in that video. Shit. Nobody can act but Ghost and 50. Joker. I like the Joker better. Endgames was good if it was like an hour shorter. Yeah, Snowfall straight. It's tight. I watch it. I'm still on season one though. You can't be trusting these niggas out here, man. It's hard, man. It's hard, but he supposed to feel that type of way. I got some more questions I answer. I got time today. The Wire, Sopranos, A1. Yeah, Sopranos was the dopest shit ever in The Wire. The Wire was so good, niggas weren't complaining about the gay stuff in it. That's how good it was. Yeah, El Camino was good too, though. Sons of Anarchy was good too, especially all of them seasons was good, especially when old girl from Married with Children killed Tara. It got good. He found out his mom killed this girl, and then he had to kill himself because of the clip. That shit just got good. Boardwalk Empire was gold. I got that on my flash drive. I just found my flash drive the other day. That's crazy. I got that. I got the whole first two seasons on my flash drive. I don't watch Game of Thrones. I'm gonna watch it though. I'm gonna get into it. The shot gonna be trash. We gotta see how it go. But you know that dude. What's the dude? The new villain, Duco, whatever his name is. He gay. He played tough on TV, but he seemed gay in the interview I seen, or a little feminine. Bruh, you keep talking about Tennessee and the Bills, and the Bills need a quarterback, bro. They need a quarterback. If Josh Allen was having a season, if Lamar Jackson was having a season Josh Allen had, he'd have been out the league. He'd have been out the league. When Jesse seen this girl get killed, that scene was so powerful. Hell yeah. Walter was a whole ass nigga though. I'm sorry. Walter was the ultimate whole ass nigga. When I look back, I've been watching him. I say, yeah, Walter was the ultimate goofball ass dude, man, for sure. Yeah, I'm watching Godfather Hard. And what that come on? Epics? Damn, I ain't got Epics. I got the Fire Stick though. I hope the shot can pull through, but it seemed like they got rid of my man's for no reason. He didn't even do nothing sexual, dog. It just seemed like he was just speaking his mind. Bill Steelers main team with the playoff chances who need Cap. Shit, Cap been out for 3 years, nigga. He need a whole training camp. He get hit. He liable to I call him gay ass Walter. Yeah, Walter was a whole. Listen, he was just. Watch Breaking Bad again, dog. Walter was just terrible. Ray Donovan was good too. Yeah, I was just about to say that. You gotta watch that top boy. Walter was just the ultimate goof troop ass. I already learned his recipe and I would have offed him if I was Jesse, dog. Walter was getting Jesse just shellacking, dog. Jesse could have been like dead by like 5 times in the first 3 seasons if it wasn't because of Walter. What you think about the Browns and Steelers? Man, I went to sleep on that shit. I woke up. It didn't surprise me that Mason Rudolph didn't get suspended. That didn't surprise me at all. But you can't take somebody's helmet and beat him with it though. All of them should. Marquise Pouncey shouldn't have been suspended, but he should because he weak. You know what I'm saying? When he spoke against Le'Veon Bell when he was holding out, I lost all respect for every Steelers offensive lineman, bro. So he should have been suspended too. But it is what it is. Myles Garrett said, I ain't soft no more. So people thought he was soft. That one fan stole on him and got away with it and ran off. And now he went from being soft to the new Ndamukong Suh of the league. What Top Boy come on? Atlanta is a good show. Yeah, I always wanted to watch that show. I couldn't get into it. Ain't Childish Gambino in there, and I seen one with Cat Williams was in one of the episodes. My brother just finished Breaking Bad, watched it all in a month. That's dedication. You ain't lying. I'm watching it again. I'm on season 2, bro. I've been watching it for over a month. Top Boy on Netflix. All right, for sure. I got Netflix. I got Netflix for sure. But I could share some boxing shit I got with y'all. I got for y'all. I'll share some boxing news for y'all hanging around. Hold on. Let's just say don't share with motherfuckers. All right, y'all know Madonna closing his career out. Y'all do know that, right? He closing his career out versus some dude named Cali, some MMA cruiserweight. So Madonna having a farewell fight next April. So yeah, he is. Madonna's closing his career out in Argentina versus Argentina cruiserweight kickboxer. I'll say that for later. I'll do a video and I can't speak on that. This is also heard. I'm gonna start off from the top. Okay, I don't know if I should say this, but I don't think it really matter. Gamboa training with Pedro Diaz, and he's sparring with Ivan Barashnik for Tank Davis. I think that's the ideal sparring. I think that's beyond ideal sparring. Canelo fighting at 68 next. He going against Billy Joe Saunders. T-Mobile Arena. I think Canelo already in camp this week for Billy Joe Saunders. Okay, so he in camp. The fight supposed to take place May 2nd. I told y'all about the Dan Rafael thing, about Manny Robis. Okay, Andy Ruiz only lost 5 pounds. For people speculating right now, he is 262 and he weighed 268 for the Joshua fight, but he won't be too much lighter for the rematch. And pretty much that's it if I spoke on everything. Well, everybody know this. Puev is supposed to be the mandatory for Andy Ruiz next as well too. So I got a theory on that, and I just spoke on that in another video. I'm gonna speak on that. Give me 1 second. I heard. Now I spoke on this already. Tank is fighting Leo Santa Cruz at 130 for the belt he dropped as well too. That's supposed to be the rumor. So Tank gonna be coming back down to fight for the super WBA super featherweight title. So all right, this is the thing I'm talking about, and I'll probably talk about tomorrow if I go live. I don't know. I gotta buy baby stuff. Probably tomorrow. With Andy Ruiz, not Andy Ruiz. Who am I talking about? I'm not tired. It's falling. Oh, the motherfucking come on. Then I dropped my phone. A nigga done dropped his phone behind the motherfucking the couch. My couch be eating shit up. Hold on. 1 second, y'all. Hold on. There we go. My bad. All right. I forget. Oh yeah, the whole Ruiz and Wilder thing. Before I get off, Ruiz and Wilder, and this is what. And it's a podcast that what's homeboy from SI Chris Minix, I think he do. And let me see and pull it up. Boy, what a deep breathing you doing. It's a podcast that he do. It's called it's a podcast on Apple SI Boxing with Chris Minix on Apple Podcasts. And this is what Fox Sports executive Bill Wagner had to say. He says that what we're going to try to do with PBC, we're going to have a PBC belt and PBC champion. And let's say the heavyweight division, Ruiz beat Joshua again, and eventually you will have Ruiz and Wilder fighting for the PBC heavyweight title. So to me, what it sounds like they trying to do is either have Ruiz drop the WBO belt and bring in the PBC belt, or be undisputed and then bring in the PBC belt and try to make the PBC belt marketable. So the PBC belt was supposed to be something that Triple H salute. It was supposed to be something they was supposed to do when PBC first started. Remember, they was on NBC, Spike and all that. So that was something they was supposed to first do. You know what I'm saying? And hold on. It was something they was supposed to do. So they never really got around to doing it, or they didn't want to do the idea. But PBC is probably gonna introduce the PBC belt with Ruiz and Wilder for that undisputed fight. So I don't know if Ruiz gonna get stripped of the WBO title next. Eddie Hearn saying that Ruiz has to defend his title versus Usyk next. Now he's saying that Usyk want to take a tune-up fight versus Derek Chisora, or a fight versus Derek Chisora, which is a dangerous fight for him, in my personal opinion. From what I understand, the IBF is first. Puev and the winner, AJ and Ruiz, has to fight by May 30th. That has to happen. And then Usyk will be up next. My got a theory is that the PBC, which they don't recognize the WBO, they're going to drop the WBO belt and bring the PBC belt in, and then you're going to have Wilder Ruiz for the IBF, Super WBA, and WBC and the PBC belt. So I think every division will have a PBC belt, and that's the way they need to do it. If they only want to make in-house fights, just make a PBC belt. You know what I'm saying? And the WBC, the WBO, they don't want to be cool with them. Either what they doing is supplementing the WBO belt with the PBC belt, or they just gonna try to have a PBC champion in every division. But I like the idea of having a PBC champion. If you want to do in-house fights, do PBC championship belt. I've been told you John Moran was gonna be better, so that's what they need to do. Can top rank fighters fight for the? Probably not. Probably not. Text probably not. If you want to just do in-house fights, just do the PBC belt then. They can come in and say the ring belt. They can come in and say the WBO belt. You know what I'm saying? Make the PBC belt. I ain't mad at it. If you want to do in-house fights, shit, while you at it, do a PBC Hall of Fame. Come on, we'll make the WBO so good. What, years? We'll make the WBA so good. It's the original belt. WBC was the second belt. The IBF. What make them so different? Even if it's all them belts phony to me, except for the IBF. And sometimes they too strict. That kind of seems exhausting. Well, not really. I mean, you only making in-house fights. You don't want to fight Terrence Crawford. They don't want to let Maul in the door. Maybe PBC fighters start fighting the best for the PBC belt. I'm all with it. If you want to do in-house fight, come with the zone belt. Come with the top rank belt. Anything to get the IBF and some of these. Well, not the IBF. I think the IBF solid. Anything to stop, all these sanctions belt. But man, the WBC got 5 belts, I think. Silver, diamond, franchise, WBC, intern belt. Not including their Mayan belts and all the other BS. The PBC should just legitimize and sanction the IBO belt. They can do the same thing with the WBA. As much love the WBA giving them. They let Gervonta Tank Davis become the Super WBA title, but Alberto Machado beat the real champion in Jezreel Corrales. That's crazy. Guarantee Khalid Face needs to come off the WBC belt. It's a complete trap. Exactly, bro. I agree. Well, the PBC and the zone fighters ain't fighting now. If the sanctioner belt bodies did their job and they ordered like Casico, Andrew Casico, however you say his name, to fight Leo Santa Cruz, and whoever won the purse bid. If Leo don't want to fight him, well then okay, you don't fight for the belt. You know? You know? That's just a fact. Maybe I don't know. I never heard about the PBC buying the IBO. It don't make me no difference. If mean the best fighters gonna fight the best fighters on PBC, at least we getting the best fighting the best somewhere. But the sanctioned belt bodies don't want to do their job, and you don't consolidate. They don't want to consolidate belts. It makes no sense to consolidate a belt. It's less money for the sanctioned belt body. Or the WBS should make a belt and become official. It's just too much, bro. That's too many belts. So then what's next? They just added the WBO like 10 years ago to be mandatory. So then what's next? The WBCS, the IBO. See, you're gonna need like 8 belts to be undisputed. Well, undisputed ain't even the goal of every fighter goal ain't undisputed. No, I don't think no fighter goal is undisputed. It's too much politics and it costs too much money. I don't think everybody want to be undisputed. He said Shakir won't be able to fight any 26 and 35. Well, 26 opened up. Leo Santa Cruz gone. Gary Russell could be gone. 130, he got a lot of he can become undisputed at 130. Burchett top rank. Tevin DAZN. Bob and Eddie work together. Jamel Hearn top rank. I don't think that'll happen because they kind of in the same kind of little circle. And who else you got? Tev and Santa Cruz got the belt, but Tank will probably beat Santa Cruz ass next year for this 30-pound belt and drop it again. 135, it could be completely different in a few years. Devin Haney probably gonna move on. You'll have Gervonta still there. Teofimo Lopez probably gonna move up. Comey probably gonna move up. So it's gonna look completely different. Francis Bartholomew may move back up. You never know with Fortuna. So, Stephen Fulton, you mean? I like him. He's from Philly. I've been checking him out lately as far as how he fighting. Jerry for BBC will hold it for. But Virgil Ortiz is not ready yet. It's a great thing for him. Eventually, Spence, Sean Porter, Thurman, all them got to move on. They got to. They got to move on. Keith Thurman should have been sold the division up. Earl Spence should have been sold the division up. We shouldn't even be talking about Keith Thurman and Terrence Crawford. We shouldn't have been talking about Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford. Both of Keith Thurman and Errol Spence should have been at 54. Sean Porter should be back at 54. Them motherfuckers old as hell. Either they gonna get down or they gonna lay down. I'm telling you. They fight once, twice a year. If they keep Virgil Ortiz active, they keep Josh Kelly active, he get any better. They keep Jerron Ennis already got 20-something fights. They keep him active. Josh Taylor, stay active. Regis Prograis, stay active. Jose Ramirez, stay active. Them young dudes gonna run them out that division. I'm telling you right now. Them young dudes is gonna run them out of that division. It don't matter. Either they gonna get down or they gonna lay down. Texas, the IBL just didn't get rid. They got busted for selling rankings to the highest bidder. That's why they always got empty seats at the top two considered spots. That do make hella sense. Visual Ortiz fights all come forward fighters. I want to see how he does versus like Ennis. Well, that's down the line. You might want to see him versus Jamal James. I like to see that fight. That's not too big of a step up for him. And they hungry. Shakur Stevenson not taking no prisoners, bro. That young nigga not taking no prisoners. Christopher Colbert moving up like he posed to. They not taking no prisoners, dude. They not playing no games. These young dogs ain't playing no games, dog. And some got to hit the fan. Errol Spence and like Crawford, they not getting no better, really. Keith Thurman not getting no better. Sean, they are what they are at this point in their career. Only way they get better if they move up to get healthier. They not getting no better. Rashid Thomas, they ain't getting no better. I promise you they not. They not getting no better. They are what they are at this point. Only way they gonna get better if they find a way where their body more comfortable at. These young dogs gonna run these dudes out these divisions. The Colbert, and some of these young dudes gonna get clipped. And it look like Teofimo Lopez or Devin Haney gonna be or Shakur gonna be one of the first ones to get clipped because they all fighting guys that, you know, that ain't tailor-made no more. You know, Fox executive made it seem like Spence don't need fight, but he been doing that. That's not nothing new. He did that a few months ago. They don't want that fight. But remember, I got hated for that too, for telling the truth. I got hated for telling the truth on that too. I told y'all that they didn't want to fight Spence. I heard it, dude. Derrick James, he don't want him to. He didn't think Spence was ready. He didn't think Spence was ready. And I was on the same thing. Everybody, Errol Spence will run through Bud. Bud too small, and you know, Bud ain't that good. You know what I'm saying? I was like, you know, Bud too small. And then, you know, I heard Floyd Mayweather came out and said it. Then I heard what Derrick James had said about it same day. And then, you know, he came on, Errol Spence came on True Boxing Talk to defend, he proposed to defend himself against what Floyd said. He said the same thing Floyd said. Floyd said, we're not doing that fight right now. Before that, Floyd said Terrence Crawford was pound for pound number one. Come on, y'all can't tell me that Errol Spence that fought Sean Porter, that didn't change your opinion on Errol Spence. Tell me, because what everybody was telling me, oh, he gonna demolish Sean Porter. He gonna stop Sean Porter. And all of a sudden, what? And I predicted this. Oh, Sean Porter was tough. Sean Porter was better than expected. They bashed Sean Porter the whole lead up to the fight. And after the fight, they try to put him on a pedestal. Everything Troy King said about Errol Spence and some, I said in my head watching that fight. He not on Bud level, bro. He not on Bud level. For him to be Bud, he gonna have to pressure him. But Jeff Horn tried it. And Jeff Horn got punished. He just can't fight. He can't. Motherfucking Errol Spence not that good, bro. And y'all talking about Canelo. Like, nigga, you know what Canelo would do with him? Clenbuterol or no Clenbuterol. Body bag. Body bag. And that just shows you styles make fights. Kell Brook outboxed Sean Porter way more easier than Errol Spence did. Way more easier. Way more easier than he did. All your fights are close, Sean. We had man down. But that man didn't go down. Come on, man. When he did knock out Mikey Garcia, what was the narrative? Oh, he wanted to show he can box. He gonna knock out Sean Porter. After the Sean Porter fight, oh, he was out of shape. He got to start, oh, we disappointed. Earl got to start coming in. It's all these excuses. As we close out the decade, man, a lot of them channels on life support. A lot of them channels on life support, bro. Brook just held on it. And so what? Andre Ward held a lot in his career. Holding is a skill. If Ricky hadn't knew how to hold, maybe he would have seen the final bell versus Floyd Mayweather. Holding is a skill. You know what I'm saying? And when guys don't know how to hold, that a lot of times that's a difference on this level, getting knocked out and making it to the final bell. Kell Brooks shit was calculated. I've been saying Earl Spence wasn't a big puncher. He a consistent accurate puncher. He not no big puncher. I'm telling y'all, Bud pack a bigger punch than him. Neutral natural salute. Bud packs a bigger punch than him. I didn't want to believe it before, but he do. Who had the best fight of this decade? It's tough. I don't remember what fight was this decade. I get last decade and this decade confused. Because when did James Kirkland and Angulo fight? That was one of my favorite fights this decade. When did that fight happen? There's so many fights that I forget about. I can't even think. Chris Maddox exposing PBC slowly. Yeah. Well, yeah, Angulo and Kirkland was this decade. Who else you got? When was Berto and Victor Ortiz won? That was a good fight. Paul Williams and Sergio Martinez. That was another. I don't know if that was a decade. Yeah, it was 11. That was 11. Yeah, 11 for Victor Ortiz too. The first fight. You know, it was a lot of good fights, man. Pacquiao, Marquez Ford. That was a good fight. Marquez never fought after that again. Provodnikov and Bradley. That was a good fight. I mean, there's so many good. Matisse and I know this Matisse and John Molina was another great fight. Matisse and Provodnikov was a good fight. It's a lot of good fights this decade, bro. Taylor Pavlik. First, was that this decade? I think that was last decade, bro. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Don't worry, I'm gonna do an end of the decade and year wrap up show. That's gonna be tough end of the decade because ain't no like list of fights that happen through each year. I wish somebody could archive each major fight that happened. That was last decade. That was '08. The first Kelly Pavlik fight was 7 and then 8. They both was in last decade. '07, '08 respectively. Garcia Matisse was though. Yeah, I won some money off that. In the Canelo fight, that was the same card. Pacquiao Mayweather, stop it. This year, Pacquiao and Thurman was a hell of an event. Errol Spence and Sean Porter was a hell of an event. Porter, AJ and Ruiz was a fight. I didn't see the whole fight though. Fight of the decade. That's a tough one. That's a real tough one. You can. I mean, I don't want to say Floyd to be honest. I don't. But since they gave it to Pacquiao, when Pacquiao didn't deserve it, but you need to say Floyd. This has been a long ass decade, bro. Low key, you can make a case for Danny Garcia. You definitely can make a case for Danny Garcia. I hate to say, I mean, I don't hate to say it, but Danny Garcia, his whole resume was just like, especially in the earlier part of the decade, killers. Andre Ward, yep, he made some bad business decisions. You know, you can make a case for, some people can make a case for Canelo. I wouldn't, but y'all know obvious reasons why. Um, who else you got out there? Kovalev just got his ass whooped, but if he didn't get his ass whooped by Canelo, Kovalev is like one of the few throwback fighters in this decade. You know, we know what he say, but you could say Andre Ward. I mean, like I said, Danny Garcia got to be in there. Pacquiao got to be in there, like it or not. He fought all through this decade and just had a hell of a win over Keith Thurman. So yeah, I mean, he said block your still 300 for saying Canelo. Well, some people will say Canelo. I didn't say I said Canelo, but I said some people will say Canelo. I never said I said Canelo, but people will say him. You know, Spence jab neutralized, and he can't get off the body. Yeah, exactly. I agree with that one. Say Pacquiao, man. I mean, if you think he a clean fighter, you got a problem with that. But who you know is clean and not clean in this sport of boxing, to be honest. But Pacquiao had a hell of a run. You gotta look at the duration. Hold on. The duration of when they fought is to play a part in that too. Triple G. Nah, time yourself out for 300 seconds for that one. Okay. He said hype job of the decade goes to in C4 say Triple G. Canelo resume this decade is fire, but meat problem. Not even meat problem. He got some questionable victories too, man. The open scoring versus Austin Trout, Erislandy Lara. But his resume is dope. I mean, you look at his resume. Anuiwa, I don't think he got enough body of work. Remember, this is from like 10 to 9. You know, I mean, who like the action pack fighter of the decade? Man, you might look at Matisse, Madonna. Amir Khan been in some good fights, been knocked out, got back up. Like throwback fighter of the decade, you gotta look at Amir Khan, Kovalev for that award, man. Matisse, you know what I'm saying? Madonna, fight anybody, anywhere. The throwback fighter of the decade, that'd be an interesting category. Salido, yeah, he was a good throw. Yeah, Toledo, man, he fought it. He had no choice. His two fights over Juan Lopez, man, they classics to me. Especially the one with Juan Lopez accused the referee of betting and being dirty. That was the most. He got knocked out so bad. He got the. I knew he. You don't know what he was saying, bro, but you know he was saying some shit he wasn't post. He was like, I was like, oh, he done fucked up. He done said some shit he wasn't post. I can just tell by his facial expression. Tim Bradley always been solid, bro. I don't care what they say. Tim Bradley is a fighter, fought everybody except Amir Khan. If you take the judges out of Canelo pockets and make him drug free, Canelo had like 7 losses. Probably a fact. I always have an issue with Lara Canelo. Also, Canelo didn't address his home fans for calling for her fans for calling Lara's wife. Lara's wife so damn fine though, bro. Man, Lara got some good taste. For sure. Walmart versus Gamboa still marinating. They supposed to fight though? That's so crazy. They fought in the same card in Miami, I think, and then Gamboa went to PBC. That shit was so crazy, man. I couldn't wait to see that fight. Bob Arum never delivered that one. That's something. If I see Bob Arum, I'm still gonna ask him about that shit. That's gonna probably be one of the first questions come out of my mouth. I don't care about a Crawford or Spence no more. Like, motherfucker, why you didn't make that fight happen? What about AB resume? Yeah, AB resume dope. I'm glad you brought it in. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's true. That's true. It's a video up. It's a video. As far as last video. I look here, man. Somebody sent it to me, dog. Is Chicken Cruz really fighting Tank or need 3 tune-ups? I think he fighting Tank next, bro. I heard Tank coming back down. I keep kicking my damn camera on. I heard Tank coming back down, so to 30. That's the word on the street. Tank coming back down. Female boxer of the decade. Cecile Brockus? Maybe. It's hard because Carissa Shields, when she come in this decade, see, I did a timeline. I still want to see Hannah Gabriel and Carissa Shields too, though. Because she fighting Ivana Habik, I think January something, so. I'm glad I was going to that Carissa Shields fight too, but, obviously what happened at the weigh-in. I was driving up to Flint. It's not far. What's Flint? About an hour away. I don't think I've ever been to Flint. Niggas think like Flint is Detroit. Like niggas not nowhere in the same county, bro. It's an hour to get to Flint. That's north. So I think you take 75 north. If you take 75 south, you go all the way to Florida. Danny Garcia resume. I just spoke on Danny Garcia. Yeah, I said he could be up there for fighter of the year too, low key. He's somewhere in the top 10. Katie Taylor. Did she lose to that old girl person? She need to run that fade back. Tank coming back down so they can call him a 3-time champ to fight Leo. You mean a 4-time champ? You mean a 4-time champ? IBF super featherweight, super WBA super featherweight, which he didn't deserve. He gonna fight Gamboa for the regular WBA at lightweight, and then he gonna come back down for the super WBA title versus Gamboa. Then Gervonta Tank Davis gonna move up to then he gonna move back up to 35. Wait till Lomachenko drop the belt. They gonna upgrade him to super WBA champion. Crazy. Well, Cecilia Boxing, my friend Raquel Miller fighting for the WBA intern. After that, she will go for Hannah. She'll be fighting Hannah Gabriel. Yeah, I like Raquel Miller. She was talking shit to Carissa Shields. That's a good fight down the line. That's a good fight down the line. I ain't never seen Carissa fight live. She fought the Masonic Temple. I didn't go. If I knew Kenny Porter was gonna beat her, I would have went. But I didn't know Kenny Porter was gonna beat her. But I really don't like going to the Masonic Temple. You getting that boy with your like, dude? I would have brought my gun in. I ain't gonna lie. I'd have came in there strapped. Every time you go to the Masonic Temple, dude, you gotta be going there strapped. Last time I went there for the Ishe Smith and K9 fight. That was a good atmosphere though. Me and one of my boys went down there and checked it out. For real, I came in there like Masonic Temple, dude, and anybody got a gun in there for sure. Everybody packing heat. And these young niggas that got guns, they just can't wait to shoot them. They cannot wait to shoot them guns for no reason. And at the time, old boy out, he ain't say shit. Report Ishe Smith hate in your chest spit bucket video. Because that motherfucker was crying. I was mad as hell when he beat K9 too, but you had to. And then Floyd was over there messing with K9 wife. That was so weak, dude. I lost a lot of respect for him. Now, actually, that original fight date was supposed to be for Kell Brook and Devin Alexander. That was the fight date. That was the fight that we was originally going to. But then that's one of the 1,000 times Kell Brook pulled out. And I was like, well, K9 fighting, he got a belt. He fighting Ishe Smith. Still can't believe Ishe Smith got a world title. That's crazy. But then eventually K9 will get that belt back and Jamal Charlo will knock him out. But I was watching a Carcino interview on Laugh at First Sight today about how the Charlo beef started, bro. That shit was so funny, dog. Just hella petty, though. Hella petty. His homeboy pretty cool. He owned the Boxing Socialist with. I watch his channel still sometimes. He a real cool dude. You know? He a real cool dude. You forget Carcino know boxing because he don't talking no more. You know what I'm saying? You forget the nigga talk. He know boxing, but I understand why he don't do boxing no more. I get it. I definitely fucking get why Carcino don't do boxing no more. He do it every now and again, but I get it. When you dealing with these fighters, you dealing with the publicists, you dealing with the managers, and I feel them, dog. It's tough. And then when you get to knowing guys, you can't say what you want to say, and you a hater and shit like that. But y'all see Jamel Charlo, bro. Motherfuckers were scared to ask him questions yesterday. Y'all asking good, like, dude, what be wrong with Jamel Charlo before I get off? Like, he like Bane from Batman, dude. He just got an anger problem. Like, what is you so mad about, nigga? He got a beautiful mansion, bro. He got 2 nice ass Dobermans. Them motherfuckers nice, healthy. He got a pool in the backyard. He got a nice little probably got a jacuzzi back there. He got a nice car. Like, what is you still angry for? What is he angry about? Like, what is wrong with him, dog? I'm like, dude, why are you so angry? Like, nigga, you need to bust a nut or something, dog? Like, what's the problem? Is it me or dude Tony Humble Jamal had the dude trying to talk sophisticated, fumbling over words? Like, I don't know, the dude just be angry, man. He got a good life, dude, it seemed like. You know what I'm saying? Who was that motherfucker? No, he kind of remind you of Broly. Remember when Broly he couldn't control his powers and he was whoa, whoa, that motherfucker was just going retarded. Like, dude, what is you so angry for? Like, he always angry. He always mad. Like, they really need to give him an exemption to smoke a blunt. For real. He need to hit the blunt twice and switch lanes like Jeezy say. He needs something to calm him down. He just need to get a glass of Hennessy a day. A glass of Hennessy a day keep the anger away, bro. Like, he just need to relax. You know what I'm saying? And then he be like the media members be scared, bro. They was like, yeah. Y'all asking good questions. Yeah, keep asking good questions. I want to see which one's real. I'm like, this nigga just, he'd be mad at me. I asked that nigga one question. He'd probably be like, man, you fuck up out of here. Me and him probably get the thumping. He said Hennessy make you fight. Well, that depends who you are. He probably needs something else other than Hennessy. He need a glass of something. He might have some mental health. He got to have mental health issues, bro. The nigga just be mad for no reason. That nigga needs some clozapine or some shit. Some Ativan. Yeah, that's what he need. That motherfucker needs some Ativan, bro. That motherfucker need a clozapine, Ativan. Shit. That motherfucker probably drink a whole pint of lean and probably be turned up. For real. Don't give him no Cisco. Fool probably go jump out the window. He got anger issues. He need Ritalin. You need something. D'Angelo Russell just do like 18 bricks up in a row. This nigga fooling. But yeah, let me get out of here, man. Lay my black ass down, man. This nigga Miles over here just knocked the fuck out, man. This nigga, man. Look at this nigga, man. Hey, man, what's the problem, nigga? What's the problem? That nigga about to go outside and get a piss. That nigga, man. That nigga like, man, this nigga fucking with me right here, bro. Nigga fucking with me. Imagine Mill on that white man. Oh, he going, that motherfucker going crazy. He might go Super Saiyan God. Nigga, get off the couch. You ain't supposed to be on the damn couch. That's your couch over there. You think he hit women? Well, there's some reports out there that multiple women have been touched by him allegedly. So, yeah, let me get off here, man. Appreciate the love, support. Hit the subscribe button, share the video, send it to Fred. All y'all niggas DM this nigga this video, bro. I don't care, bro. DM to that nigga, man. I will all 130 what of you niggas to DM this video. We go.